Namaste. It's quite evident that I'm not with you today and my heart is heavy. I'm in Washington, D.C. There is very little that could have kept me from being there with you today. This is the 10th anniversary of the Men and Women of Distinction Award by the Gathering of Women, and I would not have missed it for anything in the world. First of all, I'd like to congratulate all of the recipients of the awards today and to pay homage to Samantha Richardson and the Gathering of Women for the wonderful work they are doing in the community. 10 years ago, I received an award and later it was named in my honor, and I have been humbled ever since to choose the recipient for the Gwen Reese Lifetime Achievement Award. This year, I've chosen a person who is near and dear to me. You can read all about what he does in the bio in the program. I want to tell you about who he is. He is not what he does. He is so much more than that. I'm so honored to call John Wilson a friend, a dear friend, a very special friend. We were brought together by a mutual friend, Rosalie Peck. I had known Rosalie since I was a young girl in middle school, and John had worked closely with Rosalie to author two of the best books, in my estimation, about the African American community in St. Petersburg. John was an investigative reporter. Now he's an author of several books. But I think he would concur with me that two of his most important endeavors are the books he wrote about the history, heritage, and contributions of African Americans in St. Petersburg. Rosalie connected us, and we've been connected ever since. John serves as the vice president of the African American Heritage Association, and John knows more probably than anyone else, including me, about the history of the African American presence in St. Petersburg. He lives it, he breathes it, and if you've ever gone on a tour that he and I co-lead, you will see how animated and bubbly and joyful he is when he is telling the story, sharing the data, the facts, the little known things that people just aren't aware of. John is so enthusiastic about what he does, and he does it with integrity. He does it with honor. He does it with love, and most of all, he does it with passion. When John and I co-lead a tour, I tell people that they are really in for a treat. I say we are the dynamic duo. I tell the anecdotal stories because I was born and raised here, and John has all of the factual information, the dates, the data, and I'm always learning from John whenever we co-lead these tours. I'm so thankful for John. I'm so thankful that he's in St. Petersburg, that he is doing what he does, that he's a part of the African American Heritage Association. John has been with us from the very beginning. He's part of the group that helped to develop the trail, to research the information, and to look at the pictures, and to shed tears when we had to cut out some of the content and stories from the markers because we just had too much good information. John is an important part of our community. John is an important person in my life. And I'm so honored, so pleased to be able to present to him this year the Gwendolyn Reese Lifetime Achievement Award. I'm not there to hand him the award. I'm not there to hug him or take a picture with him. But my beautiful daughter will be standing in my place. And John, her hugs are as good or better than mine. And the picture with her will be probably more beautiful than if I happen to be in it. I love you, John. I am so happy that you're in my life, and I am so proud to present to you the Gwen Reese Lifetime Achievement Award. And by the way, when I asked John if he was willing to receive the award, he said, Gwen, I don't think I'm worthy. And I said, John, for 10 years, every year, I question if I'm worthy. So let's just be unworthy together. Congratulations, John. Much love.